Hey everybody, it is August 20, let's try March, March 21st, 2025. 20, should we go 2026? Yeah, we could do anything we want with the time tonight, right? All right, so first let's get some agua. Agua. See, it's real water. It's not gin or vodka or rum. Although I'm not sure rum is white. It can be, right? So, what is everybody doing tonight? You have a good week? I remember this time last week I said, God willing, and the bridge isn't up, that we would meet again. And here it is. The prediction came true. Oh my. Now, let's raise a grass. Let's raise some grass. You smoke your grass, I'll drink my water. There we go. Hi, Scotty. I see you, big boy. What you doing over there tonight? Did you go out playing? Let's see what we got going here. So I am broadcasting through a Mac, but it's not the Mac Mini. It's the Mac Studio. So what I really want to talk about tonight, if I can get around to it, is the Mac Mini, the original. No, not the original. The M4, the new one, which is actually cheaper than the original, which came out at $600. It's actually a great investment for you or anybody that's looking for a computer that's a super high-end computer in terms of power. Bring on that power, okay? And I'm not sure, but I think Randy has one of these. So let's start and see. Let's do some. Okay, those adjustments. Oh, we do got some people in here. Here is Scotty. Hi, Scotty. How you doing? Okay, so now I'm on the Nikon, so I have to not look there. I have to look there. So I am saying hi to Randy. Not Randy, Scotty. Hi, Peter Gregg. Hi. Here's Bluebeard. I like that. Hi, Peter. Happy Friday. I hope it's your best one so far. This is Bob, by the way. Oh, it is Bob. I had a feeling. So why don't we have the hair color that we had before? Or is it there and the avatar is just too small? So either way, at least now I know. Thank you, Bob, for attaching that for me. I had the distinctive feeling. That's not really a word, is it? Oh, if we, Randy, if you want to come on, I don't even know if he's awake, and talk about your M4, you can. I didn't mark it as a link, but it's down there. It's in the description. Because I will be selective as to who we get going. So, if I'm not sure, but I think Sly is in Europe, or another facsimile. She's probably visiting her friend May. May is such a cool lady, yes. And this is March. We got one more show. Yeah, this is the 21st. I think we got one more show in March before we go over to April. Then we're going to be hitting the Easter season. So let's say hi to Bob again. How you doing, Bob? Bob, Bob, Bob. Peter, don't do that. Oh, see how well we're doing since I fix it? I'm sure it'll mess up, but not like before where it was just dropping out like all the time. But now it is focusing. I'm talking about the Canon R6. You see how I jump around all over the place and you can't keep track of what the heck I'm doing? Okay, well, talking about the Canon R6, which another rabbit trail I hear through my buddy, my friend, my pal, Simon, Ordinary Filmmaker. So be subscribed to him because he's the one that drops all the new stuff that comes down the pike. I get more and better news on new camera stuff now from Simon than anywhere else. And what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, it wasn't that way. I think I got a dry spot on my throat. So we'll fix that. A little agua. That's what you get for sneaking in an Oreo right before the show starts. So Scotty says, I had this week off from live music. Back at it on Monday. Monday. Para, para, can't trust that day. But whenever Monday comes, it's got me crying all of the time. I didn't think I'd hit that note, but I did. Okay, so what am I missing? I'm missing reverb. I don't got no reverb. So you know what I need? I need a 3.5 into an XLR, and then I can plug the this thing here, which you can't really see right now, into the SL2. So the SSL2 is the preamp that I'm using. It's one of the highest quality ones that you get. Look at Randy's here. Randy, you want to talk about the new M4 Mac Mini that you got? The link is hiding down there below. You can find it. So, so Randy might be going to sleep, but we'll find out in a few minutes. Norm needs to bring some chicken. Oh, it's so small I can't see it. I made it smaller so that I could see if someone is coming in. Oh, Randy is trying to come in and join. Carlos, you can join. And Sly, but Sly's in Europe. She's not in Europe. I don't know where she is. She's visiting May. So we're in March. She's visiting May. Leave it to Sly. Okay. So Bob says, and if this lady will pay her bill for her photo shoot for her condo, I think I'm going to buy one of those M4 minis. Oh, did I put the link in the description below? I wanted to. So if anybody's going to buy one of the new Mac Minis, we'll go take a look at it in a minute. I did a quick glance, but you know what I need to find out is what kind of links it's got and stuff like that. So, so he's a PC guy, he says, and he's got the MacBook Pro. But I'm very intrigued by the Mini. Well, the interesting thing about the Mini, it's more powerful than anything anybody's got, unless you get an M4 on another computer. So let's see how I let Randy in. So I got to go up here all the way to the top. And let's see what camera I'm going to go to. You? No. You? Yes. Okay. So while I'm in this mode, I can bring Randy in and put him to my right side, which is over here. Now that's Randy. Every time I talk about Randy, that's him. Okay. So now I do have to put the headphones or whatever you call these things in. Otherwise, I can't hear a word that Randy will be saying. And give me a second. So we'll put one in on the left side. Randy's watching. He's going like, when can I talk? You can start talking. I just can't hear you. Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
You're trying to trick me. I wonder if I could just use one and not the other.
Yeah,
Let's see how that works.
That'll work.
Okay,
you can
good.
Go mono.
Mano. Pupi and his mano. That's a Greek song. Okay, so this is Randy. He's in Texas. Can I ask you why you're wearing a sweater? Is it cold there?
Because it's cold.
Is it? That means that's what I can be expecting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went north to Boston for a 2.5 hour drive, visit relatives.
North Boston?
Wonderful, north of Boston, Texas.
Oh, Boston, Texas. When I think of Boston,
Austin.
Oh, let me put the other earbud in.
Okay. All right.
So this is the wrong ear. No wonder I'm not hearing it right. The red goes on right. So red on right and green on left. So go ahead and tell your story while I'm putting these on.
So I got some wonderful pictures, some video of deer that can be hand fed. Um, they weren't scared of me at all, and they look well fed. Had a nice visit with my relatives. It was nice to get away from the house, and I put up 8 videos today. So
8?
now 8.
He's just trying
Now
to put me to shame.
I got 2 more videos, but what I found out, because I was using the ZV-E1 Mark II, but it does have the gyro built into the camera. Okay, like because you have one also.
Which
The
one?
ZV-E1 Mark II. You have the ZV-E1 Mark II, the black one.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, you're right. Okay.
All right. So I love the Zideo tripod, and I used their ball head, which I hate. Uh, it was so shaky that I redid a video tonight just to show how smooth it is. I haven't posted it yet, but I tried the gyroflow, and I got the latest version, 1.06,
I was going to
and
say,
it did not help. It did not help.
seriously? Wow.
Yeah, because it wasn't left and right, it was up and down. So every time I hit a bump, you would see like that. So I zoomed it as much as possible, and it looked better, but you can still see that right there. So I didn't even put up those 2 videos, and but I put up 8 more, so I could
Oh,
sell them.
that's your get out of jail free card. 8 more videos.
Yeah,
Now, how are you
but
hearing me if you're not using your earbuds?
okay. So what I do is I am looking at your invite screen, and that's the only
Correct.
sound on. All right.
So it won't
So
give me feedback.
that's
Okay, good.
right. And the way you do it is you have also, I went into the browser, okay, the Chrome, and you mute that part. Then you log in, and then it creates a new tab, and that's what I'm listening to. So when I'm on live streams, that's what you have to do. So when you get a link, you mute that part, and then Chrome creates a new tab for you to log on,
Okay.
either Restream or Ecamm, and that's how we can hear.
That's pretty cool. All right. So
So
before we get started on your little computer there, let's look at a few more comments here. We'll do it together. So where did I leave off? Bob is trying to collect money for the photo shoot. Isn't that something, Bob? We do a job, then we have to go, and it's a second job to go get paid, right? So he's telling me that his beard is kind of blue. It's just dark right now. Okay, it will fade into glory in no time. Hey, Sammy's still awake. How you doing, Sammy? Good to see you. Love you, big boy. I'm so glad to see you here. I tried to call you a few days ago. I rang a few times, and when you didn't pick it up, I hung up. So I meant to call you back, but I'm still hobbling on my ankle. Evelyn, how you doing, Evelyn? This is Scotty's mom. So she's a mom for all of us. So that is respect to her and love. The biggest part is love. Scotty is saying where Sly is. Sly told me not to say where she was, so it's your words, not mine. Sly, it's Scotty. Scotty's the one that said it. I'll get you in trouble. And Jim is saying, good evening, Peter. Hi, Randy and gang. And this is from Jim Monday. I'm here tonight, but just listening while I work on a presentation for his ham radio club tomorrow morning. Where are they going to meet, Jim? Are you going to stay home, or is it online, or are you going someplace? Are you going to meet Dave? Dave is EV Dave, who's another YouTuber, and he does the Tesla stuff. The stuff going on with Tesla is making me wonder if I want to buy a Tesla. I don't want to become a target, but I think that's what they want. They want you to be afraid to buy a Tesla. So I'll buy one anyway, but I just don't have the money to do it right now. Maybe in 30, 40 years. We'll see. So Lewis is here. Say hi to Lewis, Randy.
Hi, Lewis.
Randy is sitting down there.
He's been putting out 3 streams today. He was on 3 different streams.
Who was?
Lewis.
Lewis was on 3 different streams today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He interviewed one, which is what I want you to see, all right, on his type. He was on with another lady with animation, and I forget what the third one was, but yeah, he's been busy all day.
If you want to come in, Lewis, the link is in the description. I don't have it marked because I'm not inviting everybody, just the normal, like Carlos and Sly and Randy and you and Jim. I shouldn't name names, but if you've been on before with me, then I probably will put you up live. But if you haven't, I'd have to be a little bit careful. So hi to Lewis and Shane, all the way in Australia. So he's in his morning now. So it's I think almost 12 or 15 hours ahead. So he's in the morning time. What you having for breakfast, Shane? Love you, buddy. So yeah, I'll get with you in a second, Randy. You stay right there.
Oh yeah.
Unless you have to go potty, then go ahead.
No, I already did that. But
okay.
I got my Frappy Mocha, so I'm chilling out.
Oh, all I got is water. Where's Scotty? I need a drink, Scotty. So Carlos is here. Hey all, I wish I could join, but I'm driving. Great to have Randy join the show. Well, if you want to join in voice only, you could do that. I don't know how we'll work it, but hey, we're good at fixing things around here. All we got to do is break them, and then we'll just fix it. So Jim is saying that we meet in person at a community center. My presentation is on AI. Oh, that should be cool. God, everybody's in the car right now. And I guess Randy was in the car. He went to get his Frappa Mocha. And he's showing off now. He's going back and forth, trying to get me seasick. Wait, this table is rocking. I have to hold on. So he's driving. But those videos are just, hey, look at that. So is that the Ospo, whatever they call it, Ospot? You can stay there. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
I gotta get my microphone.
Oh, that's cool.
You hear me.
Now you got to follow me, Mike. Very good. So go back and forth so it'll straighten you out. There you go.
Oh.
So Mr. Camera Junkie Lewis is driving. Geeky, nerdy, techie. I'm sorry I missed your live streams in the process of moving. Finally. Ooh, that's new information. I'm going to have to give you a call. Tell me when it's safe because I always wake him up. I call him and I'm sleeping. Why are you calling me at this time? So let's see what time it is.
A little trouble with the Ozbot.
That's fine. Not a problem. Just mute yourself for a minute so we don't hear all the movement going around. So Shane is moving. So Shane bought a house, was very happy that he bought this house, and then he didn't like the house. I forgot why. Oh, was it the noise levels? Something. And so now he's moving somewhere else. So, and that was coming over and over and over. And then Sammy is saying, I see you have a new mic, Randy. And yes. So he does have a new mic. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to my desktop and I'm going to open up B&H and there we go. So I'm hiding in the corner there. Okay. Now let's go to my desktop. I want to show you the computer that Randy bought and that you guys can buy also. Okay. Let's do a search for it. Let me bring the keyboard over here. Mac Mini M4. Okay, so we'll see $499. Holy cow. That's crazy. Okay, I will put a link to this. If I didn't do it already, I'll put a link to it in a little bit. Okay, so let's come here. All right, so this is the new Mac Mini with the M4 chip. So the M4 chip, you could talk too, Randy. Our pictures are not up, but they'll hear you if you want to. I know you're fixing things up.
Yeah, I'm doing
so this is the front. So it's got two ports in the front. Let's go to the ports. Okay.
Okay.
So it's got two USB-C ports here, and it's got 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. So this is more ports than my original Mac Mini, and $100 cheaper, maybe $200 cheaper. So on the back, you get an HDMI, if you could see my cursor. So the HDMI, let's see if I can make that bigger. Okay. But I don't want to. There we go. So you get your Ethernet, which means if you're hardwired instead of a, what do you call it? The wireless stuff, you can go directly into your hardwired. And for some people, it's necessary. And for others, your home Wi-Fi is just fine. But you got it in case you need it. The next one over is you got your HDMI. So this computer has no, whatchamacallit, it has no monitor or anything. So actually what it does is give you a port and you plug in your monitor. So you can get a 27-inch, a 32-inch. And then it gives you 4 Thunderbolt 3s, or Thunderbolt 4s, okay? Which is...
Thunderbolt 5.
Are they? Because it's listed here.
Yeah, they're Thunderbolt 5. In the back, they're Thunderbolt 5. In the front, they're USB-C, but they're 10 gigabyte.
Oh, cool. I do notice it doesn't have a slot for an SD card, which my studio has, okay? But it's got more ports than the original. It's got I would say the original has 2 ports and 2 USB-C ports. So this one gives you 3 Thunderbolts, and they have the USB-C in the front. Okay, so that's actually very good. Let me see if I can get out of this. Okay, and come back. I'm just amazed at this price. So anybody that's tempted to buy one, it's got $100 off. And now this is the base model. You guys have to know that, right?
Right.
So you can up it. You can add, what does it come with, Randy? 8?
Okay. So the basic one comes with 16 gigs of RAM. And you got it right there. So it can upgrade to 250 or 24 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes.
Okay.
Now, what's important is what you're looking at on the CPU, GPU. It's only 10 core CPU and 10 core GPU. All right.
So you can choose higher over to the right.
Right. But then you have to start going into the Pro.
Okay. Ah, okay.
All right. So if you do the very right one, a 14 core, 20 core, pick that one. Now pick the 64 gigabytes of RAM. Now pick the 1 terabyte SSD. And then look at the more options, and then it should show you the price. There you go. That's how much
$2,500. Okay.
Yeah.
So yours is very spec'd out. Okay, so where I would not agree with you is I don't think everybody needs 64. I think the 48 would be... it puts the price in here, Randy. Look.
That's right,
that's something new. They didn't... B&H didn't do that before. So the final price is $22.99, And if
Right.
I click the 64, the final price is $24.99. That's pretty cool.
$200 extra. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is something you cannot add to later. You need to buy
Right.
this now. Okay, so if you come all the way down here and here, this is your four. Not yet. Okay, let's go down. Uh,
Yeah. Just to the basic one.
okay, so this is somebody that I'm still something up here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. 16 gigabyte. Pick 16 gigabyte.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, wasn't it $4.99 a minute ago?
No. No.
I swear I
Uh,
saw $4.99.
you sure? I thought it
Yeah.
was $6.99. That's what I've been
Oh,
seeing.
so they
Unless
just
you
took
get
the
a gift card
$100.
from B&H.
No, Randy, they just took the $100 sale off. It
Oh,
used to
okay.
be have 100. It said minus $100 here, so it just live. We just lost the upgrade, and it's also
Oh,
back
what it,
ordered now too.
yeah, yeah.
So they went
Uh,
out of
uh,
stock, is what happened. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay. So anyway, my link is either right now below or it's not, and the only reason I say that is when you buy it through me, it puts a few pennies in my channel, and then I can buy stuff, as they say. So let's come back over here and come back to the cameras. Up here, where is the camera? And we'll find me and Randy. There we go. Okay, Randy. Now, what is that setup? You look like you're a part of NASA over there.
Okay. So what I got is, and I'm going to move this to over here real quick to studio display. All right. So right here is the M4 Pro Mac Mini, and it's on top of a Ray Q hub for the M4. And
Oh
I'll
yeah, we're
show
gonna have
you.
to look that up too. Yeah. Can you put it up on
Well,
your
there it
screen?
is right there.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. So it's I got the 10 gigabyte 10-in-1 hub. All right. Uh I put an NVMe 4 terabyte SD storage in there. And basically it does not interfere with the Wi-Fi. Some of the hubs do interfere with the Wi-Fi, but as you notice, I got SD card. I got the micro SD card and the regular SD card. I have a USB C and a USB 3 10 gigabyte port in front. And then I also have a USB 3, but it's only a 5 gigabyte. Okay. In the back, I have another HDMI port, which is a 4K 60, like the one on the M4. And then I have I think it's the USB-C 10 gigabyte connection to a Thunderbolt 5 to run the whole hub. And I also have another USB-C 10 gigabyte back there. So if I go to the different pictures, you can see the hub where right there is where you connect to the M4 to one of the Thunderbolt 5 ports. You have your HDMI 2, which is up to 4K 60. You have your USB A 3.2, all right, which is 10 gigabytes. You have your audio jack, and then you have your, it's actually a 5 gigabyte, okay? Same as this one right here. In the front, it's a USB 3, but it's only 5 gigabytes. But
Okay.
this
Okay.
3.2, and they mislabeled that part. All right. It's just a 3.0. This is a 3.2, and it's a 10 gigabyte, just like the USB C. And then, of course, there's the micro SD, which is I had a hard time getting that SD card out. I had to use a screwdriver. So I put it in what you put it in a regular size caddy SD card, and I just do it that way. The only thing is you have to put the contacts facing up when you put it in. But it's an excellent port. It's connected to, I have a 34-1440 widescreen monitor, which is hooked up to a hub, which I added 4 more USB 3 ports to this. And then that monitors to that extra USB 3 hub. And then I hooked up the other one to the Apple Studio display. So, and then the third one is to the RayQ hub that you're watching. So basically, they have different options. And this is $99. Okay, so by the time I bought this, I think the 40 gigabyte and 80 gigabyte are out now. So you get the Thunderbolt 5 here, and then I think these are Thunderbolt 4, the 40 gigabytes. So they have different prices. This is like $250, and this is about $500. So I'm just showing you that. You need to see anything else? This is where you open up the top part, and you can put in different size of the NVMe storages. And let's see, right here. Yeah, this is where the caddy plugs into one of the Thunderbolt 5. That's where you put it in. The only other picture I have, well, we know what that is. Yeah, same thing. So it can support up to 8 terabytes of storage, which I like. And then, of course, there's the picture. And these are, there's no fan. They're just vents, okay? But the air goes in pretty much, and there's no problem with the Wi-Fi. So, and as you can see, that's $259. But if let's say if I pick, well, look at this. They lowered the price. So let's see, 160. Yeah, look at that. So this is $99. This was $250. Now it's at $110, which isn't bad for the Thunderbolt 4. And then for the Thunderbolt 5, they lowered it almost half to $259. Wow. Isn't that something? So if you want 80 gigabytes with the latest NVMe, you got it. It's Thunderbolt 5 all the way. And I would go for that. But anyway, that's what I got. So I'll get out of here and I will go back over here.
There we go.
Yeah. So there's the 2 monitors. Okay. Apple Display 3440, the hub, M4, and then I got the Z6 III, the Ozbot, the ZF. I just have 3 cameras on this, and this is on my dining room table. And this is the Shure NV7 Plus, and this is Dusty. He's watching the show.
So that looks pretty cool.
They have. And I turned off my Westcott lights because it was giving too much light. So
it looks good. So with that thing on the bottom, you turned a regular high-powered computer into a supercomputer, basically.
So, yeah, to a Mac Studio. And it's a little bit slower than the M4 Max. I did some tests with compared to my N3 Max laptop. That one had a 30-core GPU compared to only 20-core GPU on this one. But still, this little machine beat out most of the things on the MacBook. The MacBook 3 or the MacBook, Max 3 is still a good laptop. It's just that...
so on your computer, if you started with the base model, pretend I'm holding it in my hand, and you build it up to whatever it is that a person might want to buy. So what we did is we witnessed live. We witnessed how B&H blew out their supply and stock of the Mac Mini and the base uh, version. They took off all the sale prices because it was at $4.99. I went back and just checked because they were giving you some off, and they just put it at list price, but you can't order it. It doesn't matter. Okay. So what anybody can do is go and look and see what's happening at Adorama. I don't know. Do they sell Mac over there?
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know if they have a deal. That's new. I didn't even know about the B&H. So the M4 runs circles around the M2 and, of course, the regular Mac Mini.
Yeah.
And it's half the size. So
what I want to talk a little bit about that you do know a lot about, okay? I know a little bit about it too, but I'll let you do the talking. And that is, if you start with your Mac and one hand and you have a camera in the other hand, what do you do to make it all work to either record a live show while you're sitting there or even broadcast like we're doing now? I'm broadcasting and Randy's broadcasting. So the camera, the mic has to get connected to the computer. Step us through how that's going to work, Randy.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put options, live demo mode. We both use Ecamm Live. Okay. And yeah, so you got me on full screen. This is on my widescreen monitor, so you can see my hard drive, my internal NVMe 4 terabyte SSD and the RayQ, and then the two movies that I can't get working with Gyroflow. But you hear my music, so I can play music here.
Well, don't get into the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Just show people how to start.
Okay, so the way I would do it is, all right, for an example, I got an invite through YouTube through this. Okay, and I'm going to go to share just to show you. All right, so I clicked on the link down here on your website, and you notice I have this on mute. That's what I've learned. So then you click on that, you get to this window, you bring me in, and I'm going to turn off the light because it's kind of bright. Sorry about that. That should help a little bit, maybe not. But anyway, let me do this real quick. I don't know if that helped. No. All right. But anyway, I'm going to go back to here, put on the ZF. And in fact, I'm going to go right here to, because you can still see me in the monitor. Okay. I'm going to turn on this light for better lighting. Anyway, I first turn on Ecamm Live and my Ozbot, which is up over here on this monitor. And you can see I'm operating it this way. I'm not operating it inside Ecamm Live, but I am using Ecamm Live to, and I'll put this on preset 1. There we go. I'm centered. So I'm using all of the, I can brighten it up. You can see the settings I have. I try to match what the cameras are showing, like the Z6 III. So here's the Z6 III. And then, of course, the ZF is back here, but the colors kind of match. So I'm doing everything through Ecamm Live. And I got the latest version, 4.4. So I can put music here. I got my little screen that it shows me what I'm watching, plus the main program. I can look at my preferences and change them, like for recording. I can change them to movie files and stuff. For the streaming part, I got it at 4K 60 at 16:9. I like the high quality video, the audio, and all I need is 21.2 megabytes per second or megabits per second, for the the streaming. You got plenty of menus up here on Ecamm Live. They give you a whole bunch of options. So I turn on the cameras, I run Ecamm Live, I go to your website, click on your link, I get a new tab, and what you see is this right here. And that's what I'm seeing to view you. Of course, it's blown out, and I'm going to go back to my camera. But that was an invite for Peter Gregg. He uses Ecamm Live. And I'm trying to get the other guys to use Ecamm Live, but they got Windows PCs and they want to use Restream. So I'm stuck with that on Saturday nights. But I'm having a little trouble with Ecamm working with Restream. And what they said was you go into destinations and then you put in Restream where it's located and then use Restream and it will work with Ecamm. So before, all I had to do was put it on share and everything worked out. Now I can't do it. So I have to do it that process. But
all right, come back to your main camera. Come back to your main camera.
Yeah, it's right here. Right here.
No, I mean bring it back to see when you're showing me your desk.
Yeah, take it out of live demo mode. Got it. Like that.
There we go. Okay. Okay, so one little more step I want you to explain. If you've got the camera, okay. This is A7C Mark II, which technically is Randy's camera. Okay. If I go in here, there's an HDMI output port. So what do I do from here to get this to go to the computer?
Okay, so we both have, well, you have a different setup. You have a box that
forget my setup. Just do it for the normal guy.
I use an Elgato and another USB, which is a 4K 60. Elgato Cam Link is a 4K 30. And what it is a USB cable to this converter that converts it to an HDMI, and then you connect the HDMI to your camera. So sometimes it's a full-size HDMI, and sometimes it's a micro HDMI.
You ain't kidding.
All right. So you have to get the right cable. And as you can see on this camera, the monitor is on the Apple display. Okay, it's working. I can go to the Ozbot, which is on an Elgato Cam Link, and then I can go to the ZF, which is on the USB 3, which is another one. It's a Chinese brand, and I can't remember the name, but they're 4K 60, and it's cheaper than the Elgato Cam Link 4K.
Okay, so to simplify it, you're going to go from your camera, and this happens to be the Mini, like you said a minute ago. Okay. Yeah. So I will need a cable that goes from the Mini to a full-size HDMI. So you buy that cable. That's the first thing on the list that you got to buy. Okay. Then, according to what Randy said, you could buy a little. It looks. Do you have one loose there, Randy?
Yeah, I'll get it real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, so while he's getting that, I'll take myself solo. So what I'm trying to show here is how you go from a very simplistic camera to your computer and get out the door. Okay, that was the basic premise of what I wanted to show tonight. And that would be done on the new computer, which is powerful enough for you to do all of that in 4K if you choose to do that. Okay. So, excuse me. So when Randy comes back, he's going to show you from the cable to this little thingamajig that he's going to show you in a minute. Okay. And then from that gets plugged directly into your computer. So do you have it handy?
Yes. So with the Nikon Z6 III, they have a full HDMI cable. Okay, so you get a regular 4K at least cable, 8K, whatever is excellent.
Uh-huh.
You attach this to an Elgato Cam Link, which is
Okay,
USB or HDMI to a
put that
USB
up front.
3.
Put that front and center so people can actually see that.
Ooh. Try not to throw it.
It didn't fall into your frappe mocha, did it?
Okay, so watch this. I'll zoom it.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
Okay,
Okay, so you got to buy one of those things, okay? The brand
right.
that he's using now is the brand that basically invented this, or they are it took over the whole market, and it's called Cam Link, okay?
Elgato.
Right, Elgato is the brand, Cam Link is the
Right.
model. All right, so on one side, it's got a socket to put in from your camera.
Okay, that's the HDMI.
Okay.
This one right here.
So on the one side, you've got an HDMI plug, and that cable plugs right into it. And then what do you do with the other two
This one goes
parts?
into the camera. This
Okay,
one
so
goes
that
in the camera.
the loose part goes in the camera, and the part
Right.
that's in your right hand, where does that go?
Okay, this goes in the computer, but you notice how wide this is? So
Yeah.
it comes with an adapter, and you just, okay, let me get it right. So it goes right here. So this helps it to plug it in. It's not as wide as this. And you plug it into your computer and USB 3. Now, you notice that I have a few USB 3s up on this Mac Mini and the hub, but there's also adapters that Apple has and even the PCs where they convert the USB 3 to a USB-C. And that will work also.
Okay.
So, and then they have some cables that's USB 3 to USB-C. That will work also.
Okay.
So
Zoom yourself back out.
Yep.
All right. So to make it really simplistic, we have the camera, we have the cable, we have that little secret adapter. That's the key to everything, guys. Okay. And no, you cannot bypass that any way. Well, you can, but we're not going to go into that now.
Yeah.
Okay. In other words, if your computer has an HDMI plug, you cannot use it. You have to use that adapter that Randy just showed you. When you do that, now your computer is seeing that camera as if it's a webcam, okay? But at a more professional level. It's using the HDMI port, which has a little better quality. I don't know if USB-C has caught up yet or not, but before it didn't, okay? So now if you take that and multiply everything except the computer, you have two cameras that you can work with. Okay, and when you have two cameras, you've got camera A and camera B. All right, so how do you control that crap? You need software, and that was the software that Randy was showing us, and that is called Ecamm. So Ecamm costs money, just in case. All of this stuff that we just said costs money. All right, nothing is free. If you want to go the cheap route, I'm going to give the floor to Randy again in 1 second. And he's going to tell you about a camera that will bypass all of that and go straight into your computer using the USB-C port, which is different from HDMI. I'm trying to talk 5th grade language in case we have very low level understanding here to make sure we're all on the same page. I'm not talking down to you, I promise, okay? I'm just trying to make it so the guy that's having a hard time understanding this can understand it. So if you say to me, Peter, I don't have a camera, let's say Louis Lazuka, okay? But he's got an iPhone, all right?
yeah.
Or,
I'm gonna read
okay, or you can actually buy a camera that's got all of that stuff built into it, meaning it's designed to go camera to computer, forget all the crapola in the middle, all right? And Randy has one of those. I believe Sly has one of those. Okay. And let me bring Randy back up here. Okay. I just turned you off while you went to get it. Okay.
That's
Now he's
fine.
going to show you now you could buy this thing. Talk about the price and the connectivity. Oh, you're using the phone.
Well,
Okay, good.
right. So this is the simplest thing. If you don't have a camera, use your cell phone. All
All
right.
right.
But with this software, it costs what? I think Peter gets a deal, but what is it? Full price is $400 now or
Yeah.
$380?
Yeah.
Okay, that's if you get the
That's
pro version.
that's for the year.
I think, yeah. So anyway,
So
even if you
just
have the old Lightning port or USB-C now with the new iPhone, all
mhm.
you have to do with this software is plug it into a USB-C port, and this program will recognize it and then ask you allow it, and then it can use it as a webcam straight through the port.
So
Uh,
if you buy a camera and you have a phone, you actually secretly have a 2-camera studio available to you. Okay? So the reason I'm putting Randy on the spot here is he knows about all this stuff, and it makes it, he's got the knowledge, and I'm trying to get him to uh, share it with you, which is what he's doing now. And he's working on his disappearing act. No, he's trying to get
no,
something
no.
going.
Okay. So this is my iPhone.
Oh, let's put that full screen.
Okay. In fact, it
Okay,
is
so
full screen. I just
okay,
had to back up.
no, I needed to pull it full screen. Okay,
Okay.
so now he's broadcasting on his iPhone. So besides all those cameras you saw, he's using the iPhone. So if he got a stand for it, it wouldn't shake. So
Right.
put it on your face, Randy, and hold still.
Okay.
No,
So
don't
I'm
do that.
putting. Okay. I was just trying to show real quick that I just added the iPhone. I haven't named it. Now I'm going to take it out of live demo mode. But
Okay.
it's
Okay.
that easy. The phone recognized it. The software, the Apple OS recognized everything. And I'll go like that.
See what a nice picture that is? So, Louis, if you're here, Louis Lazuka, you can connect your iPhone directly into your computer and you got yourself a camera. Okay. So, that's the one way. All right. Now, Randy, show us how
Like this.
what you could do if you want to buy a camera that does all of it in one, the one that follows you around. You know which one I'm talking
Okay.
about? All right, when you're
Yes.
ready, let me know and I'll put you back on. Okay, so I put it to me so we don't see all the jumbling that's going on. Hi, Alex.
Okay.
I see
I'm
you
already
there,
there.
buddy. Okay, hold on
Yeah.
1 second. Let me say hi to Alex. And he's saying hi to Randy and Peter. And how are you doing? So that's Alex. And Ashley, hi to Ashley, which is his girlfriend. So we're saying hi to him. And let's get me out of the full picture here and bring it back here. And now Randy is going to show you one camera you could buy that puts all of this stuff together for you in one price. And he's going to tell you the price and all that. Okay. Randy, before you start, just so you know, when you go to the demo mode, we get huge feedback. So they're not
Got it.
shorts.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I won't
I
put
have
it
to
in
be
live
quiet.
demo mode,
Okay.
but I will do the pricing. So what this camera does, it'll follow you around, and it's called the OBS BOT bot, whatever. It's
Ozbot.
a 4K, but it's the Tiny 2 Lite. All right.
What kind of
So
pricing is
there's,
on that camera?
I think it was like 99. No, it was $143.
So all this expensive stuff that we keep talking about can be boiled down to how much did you say?
$43.
$143. So I'm pointing that out to show people you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Now you're on that camera now, correct?
Yes.
So
And
give us a tour of the camera, whatever you want to say.
okay. So basically, I am going to Amazon and they upped the price on there. but it probably can be delivered to you overnight. All right. That's how good it is. And I'm going to move this over here. I forgot to put it. There we go. And
Do you have any control on the brightness on that?
yes, I do. So
give it a
right
little shot
now,
of brightness.
Okay. This is it. It's now
Testing.
$159, prime overnight, whatever. I got it on sale for $143. There are other places that have it at cheaper prices. I'm just giving you an example of the different things it can do. This is a gimbal, okay? And it can rotate 360 degrees. If you want to see anything special about it, go and watch Mr. Camera Junkie, and he's done many, well, quite a few live streams with this camera. And let's see, you can zoom out, you can zoom in with hand gestures. It has, you can put it upside down, put it sideways, you can put it like horizontal, you can mount them on your monitor. Let's see what else it can do. Yeah, so you can focus on an object, you can focus on the face, it will track you, which I'll show you shortly. And then, you can do Zoom calls with it. That's another feature that Ecamm has. But this is just to show you what I had. So now I'm going to go to the hotspot. And right now it's on preset 1, which is for the Z6 III. If I put another preset, I would be sitting here, but I don't want to sit on Dusty, okay? But I can move the camera right now, and you can see Dusty a little bit. And to make it brighter, I'll just do that. So you kind of, the reason why I call him Dusty, he's a dirty gray. So that's why I named him Dusty. And then, of course, there's the third position where on a preset 3 is where I want to do a demo. So I stand over here, show stuff, point to my cat. And then I'll go back to preset number 1. So with this unit right here, and you notice it's focusing on the exposure. So it'll get dark, it's light. It's trying to figure out what the exposure would be. So just like with our Panasonic S5 IIs, it does the same thing.
Okay.
I think
so try and move your face more to the center. Move your body so you're more to the center. There you go. Let's see if maybe it'll solidify in your face. Does this camera have where it can recognize your face?
Yes. So basically, since I'm not showing you on the share, I'm just going to go to, you can go to hand tracking. Okay. Hi there. This is Peter Gregg. Watch the camera go crazy. All right. And then I can go back to a group area, or I can go to an upper body. All right. So this kind of brings you a little bit back. I can do a close-up. I hope I didn't break any glass.
No, but the quality is very good.
Yes. So you see, this is
$150.
Yep. And this is lower body. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to show you that. Close up. And then, of course, the upper body puts you right back in the center. And then, of course, there's the normal tracking. Okay, so normal tracking is don't get dizzy.
And then it follows you. Look at that sucker. It follows you.
Yeah.
This is all for around $150.
Yeah. So I could get up and go around, but the only problem is I have my lights on and it fools the camera. So the camera just stays there. It loses. Once it loses you, then you
All
have to do a
bets.
preset to get it
Yeah,
back.
yeah. All
You know,
bets are off at that point.
right.
All that for $150. That's amazing.
See, they turn it off. Now watch the exposure. The only light is from the monitors, and it's still
Oh,
good.
got it. Okay. It looks better with the lights on, though, just FYI.
Yeah. So uh, I've had it in the dark, and the laundry room. It's real dark in there in the garage.
Yeah.
It worked, and I was using a laptop, so that video's coming too. But
I don't I
uh,
don't mean to be repeating myself. I'm just amazed at the quality level right now. You have the camera set to what? 4K or 1080?
yeah, it's at 4K.
Okay.
It's on maximize uh, the 4. So I have it on wide. I can put them on medium, and I can put it on narrow, which is even the closer. So how do I look?
It looks pretty good, honestly.
So this is, just think of a webcam, but this is a better webcam. I did a video against the Logitech Brio and the Apple Studio Display, and my laptop looked better than the Brio and the Apple Display, but this one looked better than my laptop on the
That's
webcam.
interesting. Because on Tuesday night, Sly was showing us with the her laptop, but she wasn't getting the exposures correct on the Ozbot.
Right.
Okay. But over here, you're telling me that the Ozbot does better than even the webcam that's built into the computer. See, look at that's a
Yes.
gorgeous picture. Skin tones
Yeah.
are excellent. It's not pulsing on the focusing. You're right. I do talk with my hands a lot. I'm Greek. It's like an Italian, a Greek, and I
So
think.
I'm doing. So what you do is you just turn it off, the hand following, and you can
Oh,
do
you.
that.
Oh,
All
you
right.
can.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Okay.
But you see, I got the tracking off, but once you put it on, all right, or normal tracking, whatever, or like the motion. So, let's see, turn that off. Come on. All right. Oh, go stand. Okay, now normal tracking. All right. So now it should follow me, but it's not following me. So let me do a
No.
preset first. Okay. And I
That,
had it on narrow. That's why.
that's why. Okay.
Okay.
But I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, for these kind of videos where you're talking with somebody else, remember that the narrow brings you in perfectly.
And
Look at your screen on what I'm broadcasting, and your head is similar to mine in the size and everything. So
so
that's the narrow mode.
that's not
Okay.
the Ozbot. That's a Z6 III. This is the
Oh,
Ozbot.
oh,
All
okay. And
right.
here
So
I
I had it
am.
on the wrong camera. I was trying to show
Okay,
you the normal tracking. So
okay.
if he had motion, I think no, it has to be on normal tracking. Okay. So see, the only way is it follows your face. Okay,
Yes,
on the
that's
normal
good.
tracking. So if you use your hands, it won't mess it up. And you see, move a little
That's
bit to the right, and I get it back center, or I can
and
go straight to the preset one
and it'll
where I'm
and it'll
centered.
and it'll bring it right back in for you. That's
So
one
there's the
cool little
medium,
toy. That
and
and
there's
the
the,
computer that you bought will put you live on the air, will make you become a content creator because with the software of Ecamm, you could just record it directly into your computer. You don't have to broadcast. You just put it up and say, don't broadcast, just record me. Okay. So
and I believe this camera can record also, but I've been using it with Ecamm.
look who's here.
Yeah.
Sly is in the building. It's Scotty's fault. He's the one that said where you are. I didn't say it, and Randy didn't say it. So
But
Martin and Lewis, which one's the comedian and which one's the straight man?
And which
I
one is
want.
sober?
Which one can sing? Wait a minute. Let me have another shot of my. When the
Water.
moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. I'm dating myself
So,
now. So
Sly has one, but it's a different
yeah.
model. I think it's a Tiny 2. So I got the Tiny 2 Lite, and I think Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie, has the Tiny 2 also. So
Okay.
either that or the 2. But different pricing. I was looking at different videos for kind of look, and they're saying they all seem the same. Only with the higher pricer ones, you got more options. And I think the top one, you can bring it around and it can record. So that's your little camera. It's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
and it's on a gimbal, so it's not shaky or anything, unless you do this. But basically, there's different prices. You can buy a cheap one like I did, and it works fine. This will work in your M1 Mac also. All right. I have not tried it with our iMac 2017 Intel version, but I am going to try one, do a video on that, and also on the Intel Mac Mini. Do you still have your old Mac Mini?
I got two
Or
of
is
them.
it, yeah, but are they the M1s or are they the
Yes.
Intel?
No, they're
Okay.
M1s. The only
All
thing that
right.
I have that's Intel is the iMac, the 2017, the year 2017 iMac. I think you got one of those too, right?
Yeah. So I'm
So,
right underneath yours. I got the i5 8400. You got the
ah,
i7 8700K. So,
okay.
yeah.
So Mark
So,
just came in. Hi, Mark. Nice to see you, buddy. Love you. And that brings us to the 11 o'clock hour. Randy explained and straightened all of us out. And if you still have questions, go to his channel and ask him.
I'll do a
He'll,
video for you.
he'll do a video for you. And yes, he will. Okay. So that's what we got. All right. So for the trouble for tonight, Randy, when we're like this, we don't get no feedback. As
Okay.
soon as you show me something on Google, I have to mute myself because it goes into a feedback loop. So let's say you
Okay.
bring up that camera on your
Yeah. I'll do
on
that
your
right
Google,
now.
okay?
So
And I'll
basically, I'll go here.
okay,
I will move this to my share. Okay, let's see that. And then I will now put it on share.
okay,
Is that a little bit better?
okay. Now,
Now,
when I
when
talk,
I talk,
I get a 1 second delay in my ears, and I'm
yeah,
guessing it goes out over the air like that too.
yes. And if you notice, if I do it my screen, it's on mute. Okay, so you won't
Okay.
get that double feedback.
All right. Let me test.
Yeah.
Testing 1 2 3. You fixed it. Okay. Very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whenever you were full screen tonight, I had to push my mute button uh,
So
because
the thing was, I had to turn off or uh, minimize your window that I was using for sound. And what I would do is if I mute that, then you probably wouldn't hear my microphone.
okay.
So all I did was I just changed the screen. And now you're going to see what I'm seeing is my chat. And then I see a double chat going on the screen.
Well,
So,
that's what was happening with the audio. It was
yeah.
getting swallowed up. So Mark is saying, "How's it going?" I bought a Blackmagic ATEM. I've got one of those sitting right here. It has made the quality of my video much better. Yeah, it does. It does. Are you running it with HDMI or USB-C? Okay, now I'm getting the feedback again, Randy.
Okay, I put it on my camera and I'm turning this off.
Okay.
Are you Okay. Is that a lot better?
Oh, yeah. I think it sounds normal now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't hear myself over and over. That's
Right.
perfect. So just remember the sequence, and then we could do it later.
Yeah.
So Mark is, Sly is talking to Mark. Mark, elaborate. I'm about to put mine up for sale, but I'm thinking I'm not using it right. So you got the original ATEM Mini, the Black Magic. I got that right here. Let's see. I am connected to something. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And that allows you, if I can get it up higher, that allows you to, oh, well, it's focusing on my face. Okay. That allows you to switch between the cameras down here at the bottom. Okay. HDMI. Okay. Oh, so you got the Mini Pro. So you got the model better than this one. Good for you, Mark. It gets hot. That's the thing. One thing I will tell you, mine gets quite warm. And I think Sly has the original, like this one. I think Sly and I have the same thing. Do you have one of those, Randy?
No, no.
No. Okay.
I use Elgato because it's 4K. That's only 1080p HD.
Correct. So that's true. So that's another reason I don't use it is I like to do everything in 4K. So I had to come out of that, and I have another piece of equipment which we'll cover for another night because we got to do 1 hour shows. Okay. So Mark bought the HD Mini Pro. Sly is going to be selling hers, which I think our model is lower than what Mark bought, but you guys can communicate to each other if you like. Not a problem. And that brings us over the 11 o'clock hour. Randy, you are awesome tonight, and you look terrific. So which camera are you running now?
Okay, this is the Z6 III, the one that you have.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I could move to that camera, but I'm not going to mess up the show for tonight.
Right. Yeah.
Because to do
What
all
were you
this,
on? The ZV-E1 or what?
yeah, I'm on Eleanor, the E1, the
Yeah.
ZV-E1.
Yeah.
So,
And see, that's a good camera. It's only 12 megapixel, like the
yeah,
A7S III.
yes,
You know, any camera, even the cell phone, guys, whatever you have, you can utilize it and it'll work.
that's
what I
why
like
I'm
to do.
waiting for this one to come out. With this one, just for those that can't see, is the A7C Mark II. It's got 33 megabytes in there of sensor. Okay, and it's got a viewfinder. It's not as advanced as some of the newer Sonys in terms of it doesn't have the microphone array up on the top here. It definitely doesn't have what you're looking at now, the stabilization. But for me, GyroFlow fixes that. But let's say you didn't want to use GyroFlow. You want it to be in the camera. Okay. So if they come out with a Model 3 on this, and it's got the microphone array, what else? It's got the dynamic active stabilization, and they keep the 33 megapixels. Okay. Then Randy will be buying one and I'll be borrowing it. Hey
That's
Randy,
probably the first model.
can I use that camera for a little bit, please? Randy's got the biggest heart in town. All right, guys. So me and Randy and everybody else, we're gonna say good night. We love you. I love you, and I will see you next week, God willing. And the bridge isn't up. And Randy, what's your outro?
My outro is stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks.
Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.